The story begins in Ohio in 1940, where twin boys, just 3 weeks old, were placed for adoption. One of the boys was adopted by the Lewis family, while the other found a home with the Springer family. Both boys were given the same name, Jim, but this was just the beginning of an extraordinary series of coincidences that would later unfold. Though they grew up apart and unaware of each other's existence, their lives became an astonishing tapestry of parallels, with the coincidences only growing more uncanny over time. As children, both Jims excelled in math and woodworking, but struggled with spelling. As adults, their paths continued to mirror each other's. Both pursued careers in law enforcement, one as a security guard and the other as a deputy sheriff. Both drove Chevrolets, were avid chain smokers, shared a passion for mechanical drawing, and woodworking remained a beloved hobby for both twins. The parallels didn't stop at their careers and hobbies. They extended into their personal lives as well. Both Jims were married twice, and incredibly, their wives shared the same names. For their first marriages, both tied the knot with women named Linda. After divorcing, each Jim remarried, and once again, both chose women named Betty. Adding to the charm of their similarities, each Jim had a romantic streak, leaving love notes scattered around the house for their wives to find. Each Jim had a son born around the same time, and both named their sons James Allen, although it was spelt a little different. Even their pet choices were uncannily similar, as both families had owned dogs they named Toy. Despite being separated at birth and living 45 miles apart, they lived eerily identical lives. Both adoptive mothers knew their sons had a twin, but their understanding of the situation differed. Springer's mother believed the other twin had died, while Lewis's mother knew more. When Jim Lewis was 16 months old, his mother overheard someone mention that the other baby had also been named Jim while finalizing his adoption paperwork. This revelation stayed with Jim Lewis, eventually motivating him to search for his twin later in life. At the age of 39, Jim Lewis reached out to the probate court, which held records of his adoption, and contacted the Springer family. The twins spoke on the phone for the first time in their lives and arranged to meet. In 1979, the brothers were reunited, and their meeting revealed even more astonishing similarities. Both suffered from tension headaches, were prone to nail biting, smoked the same brand of cigarettes, drank the same brand of beer, and vacationed on the same Florida beach. The Jim twins story captivated the media and the public, sparking widespread fascination. Among those intrigued was Dr. Thomas Bouchard, a prominent psychologist and researcher at the University of Minnesota. The twins became a part of Dr. Bouchard's studies, and between 1979 and 1999, his team studied 137 pairs of twins who had been raised apart, including 81 identical and 56 fraternal pairs. Their research led to more than 170 separate studies exploring the medical, psychological, and genetic characteristics of twins. One study involved photographing twins and found that identical twins often stood in the same posture, while fraternal twins differed. Another study of 4 male twin pairs revealed that genetics played a stronger role in sexual orientation for men than for women. In 1990, research revealed that genetics accounted for 50% of religiosity, meaning identical twins raised apart were more likely to share similar levels of religiousness than unrelated individuals. Other findings highlighted the genetic basis for dental and gum health, happiness, and well-being, with the latter being 50% genetically influenced. Many identical twins reported feeling closer to their newfound sibling than to their best friends, suggesting a deep genetic component to their bond. When tested, the Jim twins displayed strikingly similar results in personality assessments and brainwave tests. In one exercise, both were asked to draw a picture without prompts, and each drew the exact same thing. The study uncovered many more fascinating cases. In one instance, a pair of twins separated at birth were found wearing the same jewelry, including the same number of rings, bracelets, and a watch. Up until this point, no research on twins on this scale had taken place, and the role of genetics in an individual's personality was still misunderstood. Although the Jim twins' lives were remarkably alike, their paths eventually diverged. Jim Lewis divorced his Betty and remarried a woman named Sandy, with his newfound twin brother, Jim Springer, serving as his best man. Springer, however, has remained married to his Betty and hasn't married a woman named Sandy, at least as of now.